Mm, 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 mm. So I'm live on TikTok, just talking BTS, really, but all right, let's go live. Let's do this. So I am back to my regularly scheduled programming, talking BTS today. But I'm gonna start first with Stray Kids because obviously, of course, today's Monday, so I went on to YouTube and basically consumed a lot of Stray Kids because Stray Kids got a lot popping off right now. I'm still waiting for the tour announcement, which I'm hoping will come soon. But if I remember, for Dominate Stray Kids, I think it was like November, if I'm correct. I'm not really sure exactly. Hey. So yeah, so I'm talking Stray Kids first, but then I want to talk about because I did go to the BTS concert in Baltimore, day one initially, and then ended up seeing day two. Craziness, whole story to tell, all that good stuff. But I definitely want to spend a little bit of time talking about Stray Kids because y'all know Stray Kids have my heart. I love Stray Kids to death. Um, so I want to first talk about the album, but first let me talk about This and That. I love that song. This and That by Stray Kids. I love the song. I have an issue with this dance though. This whole piece, I don't like it at all. I don't know why. I've watched it. I watched them perform it a few times. I watched all of the edits on Instagram, on TikTok. I've watched them do this dance a gazillion times. What is this? I just don't. Something in my brain is like, why did they put that part of the dance in this? Hey, Marcella. Hey. Hey. So I'm talking really quick before I get to BTS and my concert. I want to just talk really quickly about Stray Kids because This and That came out, and I love, Stray Kids have my heart. I love Stray Kids. I just this dance, this part of the dance, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. I have legitimately watched this dance a gazillion times, and you all know that my favorite part of a lot of their content is the part when they're in the studio because I love watching Three Racha do their magic, and also just like pulling the voices out of the members, right? But I love the dances. Like I don't know, recently their dances have just been off. Like not bad. I'm not saying anything bad. Don't come at me. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying personally, especially for This and That, I just don't know I just don't like it. What are we doing with the I just don't get it. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm sorry. I know I'm venting, but it's just because I spent almost since I got home from work, I've been watching Stray Kids content on YouTube. And every single time it pops up, I watch it obviously because all of their performances are up and blah 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 blah, right? But it's just something. I love every other part of the dance. I love all the pieces. I love even the corny pieces of the dance. I just this whole little arm thing, especially because it comes after like the part they go like this and they put their head back and I'm like, oh yeah, they're about to kill it, and then they go, and I'm like, what? Sorry, sorry. I just it like every time I see it, it I feel some kind of way, and I'm like, why? Like who approved boo boo? Who approved this? Because somebody was sitting there and was like, yes, 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 yes. Because I would have been like, no, no, cut that. I don't even care if you just stand still. Just what is that? Sorry, I digress. I apologize. I'm sorry, not sorry, because like, what the hell is it? every other part of the dance, amazing. And I've, like I said, consumed today, like going out of business consumed. Every single time I'm just like, I kind of feel embarrassed. I'm like, what? Who approved this move? All of the dances. Hey, Chancey. I'm talking about Stray Kids really quickly because I consume Stray Kids content today on YouTube. And this damn dance for this and that just drives me insane. I love every part of the song. I love every part of the dance except for this winding up piece. What is this movement? It's so weird and in a weird place. So mad. So mad, but like, it's Stray Kids. I can't be too mad because I love them. Okay, before I get to BTS, there's still one more thing too. I kind of didn't like the album. I did. I like this and that. I like Run It. I kind of didn't like it. I listened to it. I listened to it. I've only listened to it 3 times. To be honest, to be fair, I only listened to it 3 times. I just didn't like it. I just was like, what is it? I don't know what I'm listening to. I didn't like it. The only song I put in my playlist was this and that. I know, Jancy and Marcella. Y'all know Stray Kids have my heart. I was Stray Kids before I was BTS or anybody else. It's Juanita's fault. Hell yeah. Where is she? Because it's her fault. Because I listened to it like 4 or 5. No, I'm sorry. I only listened to it 3 times. I only listened to it 3 times. I just didn't like it enough to listen to it again. I was like, what are all these songs? I don't like them. I didn't like their Skiz record, the thing they put out before this one with all their solo songs. What's going on, guys? What's happening? Oh no. Okay. I still love them. I still watch their content. I still love Lino. He has his own little show. He's so stinking cute. I love Stray Kids. Nothing is changed. Nothing will change. It's just this album was just not made for me. That's all. I just want everybody to know nothing has changed. They still have my heart. They will always, always, always have my heart. This album it was just not meant for me. Am I going to the concert? Hell yeah. What? I can't. All right. So BTS Baltimore. That's where I went. BTS Baltimore. I don't even know where to start. Like most of you have heard if you were on last Thursday on the K-drama live that we did. So you heard most of the story. So I'll break it down starting from the beginning. Get to the airport on Friday. Our flight leaves Atlanta going to Baltimore. Did I take Frontier? Yes. Do I regret it? Abso-fucking-lutely. Excuse my language. Flight's supposed to leave at 9. We get to Atlanta. By the way, it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Atlanta usually the airport takes like 30, 40 minutes. Flew through, legitimately. 15 minutes. I'm like, yes. Get to the gate. Everybody's just chilling. I look up and I'm like, it says the flight before ours is delayed. It was going to like Orlando. And sorry, yes, it said Orlando. The people get on and they're like, oh, we're boarding Dallas. What? Because the sign says Orlando. So I'm like, I look at my sister and she's just like, okay, whatever. So we're sitting there. I mean, everybody's sitting there, right? Because of course they put all the Frontier people in the last gate, all the way at the end. So we're sitting down. 9:45 rolls around. We're like, they're still boarding Dallas. Our flight was supposed to have left at 9:30. This is 9:45. 9:50 they get on and they go, Dallas is finished. The plane is on. The plane that's going to Baltimore landed, and we'll board you as soon as blah blah blah. The whatever their story. So this is like, all right, whatever. About 5 minutes later, the rudest fucking people get on the thing. Not a number. The flight to Baltimore is canceled. Boop. That was it. Nothing else. 5 minutes before then, they told us that the plane had landed. The plane landed, and they were going to do the rotation thing, and then they'll board us. That's what they said 5 minutes ago. Legitimately, everybody in the airport is just like everybody put their, because everybody's on their phone, right? Everybody's phone was like, bloop. We're all looking around like, what the just happened? Of course, people get up and go to the desk, right? Because you literally just told us we were going to board. 5 minutes later, you told us the flight is canceled. Of course, everybody goes to the desk. People at the desk, because they were mean as hell, was like, go downstairs to the ticketing agency. Go downstairs to the ticket desk. Everybody's still like, what the fuck just happened? People still standing around the desk. That's what these rude ass people do. We said, go to the ticket desk. Boop. Walked away. We all were just like, what in the actual? So me and my sister at the airport, mind you, my husband dropped us off. We live about an hour-ish from the airport. I call him. I'm like, babe, the flight is canceled. He's like, oh, I done already started drinking. We having a good time, because it was like a swap. So I went to my sister-in-law's house, and her husband came down and stayed with my husband. So he's like, yeah, we're already drinking. What do you want us to do? What do you want to do? You want me to blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, I don't know. First of all, I have flown many places. US, abroad, I've been to Germany, been to Spain, blah, blah, blah. I've never had a flight just canceled, just like boop, out of the blue. So now I'm like, first of all, you're messing with my BTS. And I told my sister, I looked at her, I said, we ain't missing this concert, even though it was Friday. Like, the concert was on Monday. So we had time. So my sister, of course, is like, we should just rent a car. And I'm like, oh. And then she's like, okay. So we're like trying to figure out what to do. Anyway, long story short, I got us tickets the next day on United, because we did go into the line to go to the Frontier desk, and they were like, oh, listen to what they said. Oh, we can put you on the next direct flight to Baltimore next week. So what is the other flight? Oh, the other flight leaves on Saturday, but there's a 15-hour layover. That's longer than getting in the car and driving. What the? So my sister, I love her to death. She was the optimism I needed, because I was inside losing my shit. Like, what? You have the audacity to tell people that they like, and our thing was like, what if, like, okay, so our thing was small, right? I mean, small in the larger scheme of the world. Like, we were just going to a concert, but like, what if someone was going to a funeral, or if someone was you know what I mean? Like, what if people have real things? You're just gonna throw shit out like that? Like, oh, next week. Anyway, we flew United, which, by the way, was amazing. People were nice. They had on regular attire. It was perfect the next day. All right, so we get there. Oh, by the way, so remember, our flight was at 9. We didn't get finished at the airport until 12. And then I was like, my sister was like, we should just stay, like, sleep in the airport, because our flight leaves at 5, and then we have to, whatever. At the end of the day, we would have to get back to the airport like 2 hours early, because it's in Atlanta and you just never know. I was like, I am too old for that. And I got a back problem. No. So we ended up staying at a hotel near the airport. Child. We only stayed in the hotel for like three hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. I didn't care. I didn't care. Oh, it still gets better. Instead of flying into Baltimore, we had to fly into Washington, D.C., which is about 2 hour drive from my sister-in-law's house because I don't know what the hell was going on in Baltimore. I do know what was going on in Baltimore. BTS was there. So legitimately there was nothing. By the way, there were no cars, there were no hotels, there was nothing. BTS took over Baltimore in the best way possible. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just talking about the bad part first. So we get there Saturday. We take an Uber from Washington, D.C., all the way to Bel Air, Maryland, because that's where my sister in law lives. The damn Uber driver, the entire time, was complaining. Oh, this is such a long drive. I'm like, I know, I'm sure you looked at the price and saw that we weren't going around the corner. If it was going around the corner, it'd be $14. That shit was a lot, but we couldn't get a car. So, like, you had to approve. My sister, being the optimist, just like, it's all good. No, it's just meant to be. It's all good. She is legitimately, her words are calming me down because my insides are on fire. So anyway, that was the bad part going there. So we get there Saturday, and we are tired as hell, by the way. When I say tired, I mean I had an hour of sleep. My sister had maybe 2 hours of sleep. And we get there and we're like, what we doing? What we doing? So I was supposed to meet up with Chancy and also Stacy. I think I maybe texted you guys at some point on Saturday, but we ended up just doing like girl stuff. So like we went to a winery and went out to eat. We because we were tired. So basically we just added alcohol on top of the tiredness. I know that sounds weird, but that's what we did. Okay, leave us alone because we were on vacation. Okay. So we decided not to really do too much like BTS stuff. Was there things happening? Yeah. And a lot of people have recorded it and it's all over the internet. So, boom. That was Saturday. Sunday, we were like, BTS, 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 BTS. So we drive. So my sister-in-law drives us down to Baltimore. We went to one brew. I call it a brew shop because same brewery. It doesn't flow out of my mouth. So we went to one brew shop and basically, the bar, beer thingy, right? Was like Peabody or something. And it was cute. I had to buy a fan because it was hot as shit. When I say it was hot, I'm from Atlanta and it is hot. It is not that kind of hot. And I'm also from New Jersey. Like before I moved to Atlanta, I'm not. I know about humidity. It's hot. So I had to buy another fan. I had two fans. But the Peabody Brewery was a paid event, which was weird. And initially we stood in line. Of course, we got freebies from the people that were in line or whatever. But it was just like, they were like, oh, $17. And I looked at my sister and I was just like, there's so many other things happening. We're just gonna bypass. So we left and we went to where did we go? There was something at the boba tea place. So by the way, when I say Baltimore did it up, I mean there were BTS events everywhere. Like there's not a place that you couldn't go, like legitimately you turn your head, it was BTS everywhere, like everywhere. So we went to the boba place and we were there early. So they were still putting up their like stuff. pictures, hanging the pictures and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, it doesn't start yet," and we were just like, "Ah, okay." So we got a, of course, they got boba tea. I don't really like boba, but I got some tea, whatever. And then we just left. So then we went to um cross checker spot, another brew shop. Can't say brewery, sorry, brew shop. Um, and oh my god, when I say I loved every second of it, I mean there were vendors, there was people, there were specialty drinks, there were trucks. You know the trucks that like in like Korea when like He Sung left in Hypen, and they send those trucks that have the like signs on them. They had them there. They were outside. There was a little like my sister got it. I will find it. My sister, a checker point. So my sister had she recorded because she likes sugar. So she sat there and waited because they did like a whole like video clip of each member, and she was like, "I'm not leaving until I get sugar." So she stood there and she recorded it. It was so cute. So the first truck, the signage wasn't really working, but the second truck was really, really cute. It was just clips like on rotation of all of the like members. It was so stinking adorable. And so we go inside, everybody's giving out freebies. It was the most adorable thing. So what did I end up getting? Oh, I ended up getting a keychain for my work bag. My sister, I forget what she got. She did get something. And then my sister-in-law, she got those like that forever jewelry where they like basically put it on, you can't take it off. So she got one of those. Oh, it was so good. The only thing I didn't like, and I will say like it's not a bad thing, but more of a maybe it needs to be a separation thing, is you never know who's trying to exchange, as you know, because there are a lot of people that are just giving out freebies, like, oh, but then there are people who are just like, you want to trade? Like, I don't want to trade. This is the freebie event. Go somewhere else. Like, I feel like the people that want to exchange or like trade or whatever, they should have their own events. Because don't get me wrong, I didn't bring my freebies. I forgot. But like, if I were new to K-pop concerts, I wouldn't have freebies, and I would just be like, oh, thank you, oh, thank you. But like someone being like, oh, you want to exchange, and I'm like, no. Like I feel bad then because I don't want to exchange, and that's not what I came here for. So like it's one of those weird situations where I feel like they should have their ask for people if they want freebies. Yes, I know, and that's the thing. Like I so the there's so much like so stinking cute. Hey Yuki, so like everything was just like the everybody's outfits were beautiful, everybody's everything, it was just so much fun, it was so much love, it was old people, it was young people, it was everybody, it was just adorable. Like parents had their kids and their kids were giving out the freebies that they created, and I was just like, oh my god. I was standing behind a mom and her daughter who was like 20-ish, and she's like explaining everything to her mom, and her mom was just like, okay, okay, okay. Like she was just like completely out of it, and the daughter's just like, and I was just like, oh my god, I wish my daughter was into K-pop. She's not. Um, but I did have, like I said, my sister who traveled with me is definitely Suga. That's her bias, and part of Army, not like long standing Army, but part of Army. And then I had my sister-in-law who like nothing, like this was her first experience. Does she know BTS? Yes, because everybody knows BTS, but she never like listened to the music. Like she knew Dynamite, but everyone does. And so she had an amazing time at the freebie event. And I was just like, I kept going, are you okay? Are you like, because I thought maybe she would be overwhelmed because this place was packed. Like people and like every like you couldn't sit down, but then if you sat down and you could get a freebie, so you had to walk around. It was like crazy, crazy. BTS. I went to see BTS. So that was and then it didn't end. So we were there for a while. And then we were like, let's see what else they have going on in Baltimore before we head back to Maryland. So the cutest thing, which by the way, I don't know if y'all know. No, I cannot sing. Do I love karaoke? Hell yes. Oh my God. So saw that they had karaoke, BTS karaoke. So we go to the karaoke place and we're like, okay. There was this huge ass room, all like BTS people in there, just like singing together, basically. It was the cutest thing. So, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm new here, right? So, like, so we got our own room and we just did karaoke for like an hour. It was crazy. And my sister kept, by the way, my sister is the cutest little person you will ever see. She's not a little person, but she's shorter than me. So she's the cutest little person. Anyway, every time she leaves the room and she goes into the big room, she gets more freebies because she's the cutest thing ever. I go into the room, I get no freebies. I'm like, I'm right here. Give me freebies. But it was neither here nor there. But it just was hilarious that like every single time she walked out of the room, she got freebies. It was crazy. And she just kept saying, I don't know. They just gave it to me. I was just like, oh my God. But it was so much fun. So we did karaoke. Then when our first hour was over, we decided to go and we just stood in the room, like cheering on everybody else. It was so stinking adorable. So that was Sunday. Concert Monday. BTS day one. Oh my God. So we get up, we had a hotel. So we get up, we go get our stuff together, we go to the hotel. We get to the hotel, we put on like our first outfit, just like to like go and walk or whatever, get food. And so we're like, let's go to Ravens Walk because Ravens Walk is like the little walkway before you get to the venue, but that's where they had like the freebie event, like 3 o'clock. The concert's like 8. So 3 o'clock, whatever. So we get there. Hot as shit. Remember this. Hot as shit. Okay. So I think I went live. But not for very long. But I did go live and I showed you guys the area, whatever. Anyway, so we get there. And 3-ish, right? It's 3-ish. And my sister wanted the hoodie, the zip up hoodie that has all the states that they went. And she was like, I hope I can get it. I hope I can get it. And I was like, I don't think so, because I know, just from being online that the merch is just blah, blah, blah in the line. And I'm like, I am not waiting in the line, girl. No. So we get there. People handing out freebies. It's all good. It's hot as hell. We see like this trailer. And my sister goes, I think that's merch. And not like the white tent merch, because every city has that white tent where you go and like pre-order Weaver stuff and blah blah blah. So not that. This was just like a trailer. It's the official stuff, but like legit. So my sister was like, "Oh shit, line is short." We get in the line 20 minutes, not joking. 20 minutes. She got her hoodie. I got a t-shirt. I got my little plushy army bomb. It was so fast. Of course, they didn't have the jerseys. I didn't really want a jersey anyway. She didn't either. So it wasn't like, for us, it wasn't like a big thing. But like she was, when I say she was so excited, remember, hot as hell. She got that thing on, zipped, and the hood. It was so hot. My face was red, like from the sun and from the heat. I was overheating so much that my sister-in-law was like, "Let me go get you some water. I need to get you some water." And I'm just like, "I'm fine." I'm just like, doo, 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 doo. She's like, "You need water or some Gatorade." She was like, "You don't feel it yet, but you like." Ugh. So she goes to try and find water. The good thing is they did have some like sinks set up where you could get water. The water was hot as hell, guys. The water was hot as hell. I went, oh, it was hot. So I was like, I can't drink. This is hot. So she went over to like the security office or whatever. Or, like they had a tent for security and for emergencies and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, where can I get water or something, because it's really hot. And then that water is hot. And so he was like, oh, he directed her to somebody that was, they had little coolers and they were selling them, but they couldn't sell them everywhere. He was explaining the whole thing. Like, we couldn't sell them here. We had to sell them on the street, blah, blah, blah. He was like, they have Gatorade. But then he said to her, it's supposed to rain in like 20, 30 minutes, like really bad storm, but just rain. And she looked at me and she was like, what do you think we should do? She was like, I think we should walk back to the hotel. And I was like, yes, let's do it. Girl, we walked back to the hotel. I got my Gatorade, by the way, on the walk back, because the hotel was like 10 minutes from the venue. So we walk back to the hotel. All of a sudden, we walk into the hotel. We get alert on our phone of a tornado warning. Like, everybody, the entire hotel is like everybody's alarm is going off. And we're like, what is this? So we're having us a good time, right? So we're like, let's just go eat, whatever. Like shooting the shit. Like, let's go eat. So we go to the restaurant. I have video of this too. We're sitting in the restaurant. The alarm goes off again. Tornado warning. And we look at each other. We're drinking lavender lemon drops. So we're just like, we look out the window. I kid you not. It looked like I don't even know. It looked like the tornado. It looked like we could have been in the tornado. The wind was blowing the trees. There was shit flying in the air. The people in the restaurant were like, is that a funnel? Of course, we hop up. By the way, I'm sure this is not what you're supposed to do. We hop up out of our seats and go to the window, start recording. We're in the window, like, it wasn't. I don't think it was. But the clouds far, far, far in the distance did look like it could have been like a funnel. So we're just like, the wind is like, whoosh, whoosh, and we're all standing in the fucking window. And so we're just like, whatever. So, we sit back down, we eating our food, and we're drinking, whatever. And then like it rains hard. Not just drips. I was like, if I miss this concert, it's thundering, it's lightning, all the things. All of the things. I was like, like inside just boiling, like I better not miss this concert. So anyway, really bad storm for probably 25, 30 minutes. And then it stops and the sun comes out. And so we get dressed. We do our little videos. We did like a hooligans transition video. It wasn't good, but like we still did it because we had fun, whatever. We walk back. And I was like, oh my God. So we walk back at 6. So yeah, we walk back at 6. So we're walking back and we're like, oh my God, the lines look ridiculous. Oh my God. And I'm like stressing. I don't want to be in these lines. We walk up to the I think I went live again. We walk up to the gates. And the man was like, oh, come on. We just walked right in. I was like, no joke, 15 minutes, not even. We just walked right in. We were like, oh, thank you. And we just walked in. So that part was great. My sister was sitting in the next section over, and me and my sister-in-law sat together. This was her first concert. By the way, did I make her a Jimin lover? Yes. Did the Jimin effect happen? Yes. The entire concert, she was like, yes! And I was like, the whole time, not joking, not every time his face popped, every time his face popped up on the screen, we were screaming. I felt so bad for the people that were sitting next to us because we were like, so it was so good. The concert, I had my light stick. Let me tell y'all, I was using the light stick like it was a microphone. I'm telling you, I love karaoke. It's a problem. I cannot sing at all. I was like, la, la, la. My sister was like, "Aren't you supposed to be bouncing the light stick?" I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah." The whole time, like, it was hilarious. So good. It was over too fast, to be honest. I was like, why is it over? It was so, I will say this. I do know that um the what do you call it? Something was canceled. The damn it, why can't I think of the VIP sound check? The sound check, I believe, was canceled because of the storm. And it did seem like, I will say this, it did seem like day one was, they were very like reserved. It felt like it wasn't as, it was it was a great concert. I loved every second of it. Honestly, we were in a good seat. The screen did go out when they did swim for like maybe 35 seconds, 40 seconds, and everybody was just like legitimately, there were no screens. And then when the screens came on, everybody started cheering. It was such like, it was like the perfect moment. It was just so good. Um, and of course, I didn't know their surprise songs because I am infant baby army, don't know, right? Like, so I'm like, you all were just like, yeah. So guess what we did? Did I know? Did I love it? Yes. I don't know. I don't know. I will say, like, I've never heard what's the name of the song? Fake Love. Oh my god, I just added it to my playlist. I freaking love that song. It was so good. I like it was there are no words. If you have not seen them, go see them. It was so worth every cent. It was worth every cent. So, okay. So, day 1 concert ends. I was like, oh my God, 70,000 people. This is going to be crazy. My sister, we planned to meet somewhere, but we decided to just stay seated. There was so many people. So my sister just walked over to our section and we stayed there for like an extra like 3 to 5 minutes until most of the people that were in the nosebleed section kind of left. I tried to go live. I'm telling you, T-Mobile does not like concerts. I could not go live. I tried like at least 3 times to go live. None of it worked. And then I tried afterwards. It didn't work. So I'm sorry, guys. I did try. So we get out. The crowds were ridiculous, but like it wasn't horrible. Like everybody was trying to get to like the train or to the bus, but it wasn't bad. We were going in that direction, and we just held on to each other, and we just kind of like, and then once we crossed the street, we were fine, and we just walked back to the place. So we wake up the next day. Of course, we spent all night just like looking at all the video. I can't post half of it because literally either I was screaming or she was screaming. Our entire videos are legitimate, or me saying because Tay Tay. Mm. So um the next day we go to a brunch place called Miss Shirley's. It's in Baltimore. It's in Baltimore Harbor. So freaking good, by the way. Everybody in there, not joking. First of all, it took us almost an hour. The wait time was almost an hour. Everybody in there was Army. Every single person. Everybody. Army. It was wonderful. Even the old people was wonderful. Everybody everywhere was Army. It was wonderful. The food was amazing. Oh, mwah. I loved Baltimore, by the way. If you haven't noticed, I have driven through Baltimore, never actually stopped in Baltimore. My sister lives in Maryland, Bel Air, so we usually stop at her house, but we stay in the Bel Air area when we go there. We didn't really haven't really been in Baltimore. Anyway, loved it. It was so much fun. I loved the harbor. Had so many pictures of me just like walking down the harbor, looking at the water. It was a trip. Okay, so 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 beautiful, wonderful, loved it. Sister-in-law, then we go to a bookstore or whatever, we got some stuff. And then she dropped us off at the airport and she's going back home now. We sit down, me and my sister. And Frontier, of course, wasn't a lot of people. Oh, we sit down. So we go sit down. There's this lady sitting at the end, and she's watching K dramas. She was watching Our Sticky Love, and me and my sister looked at each other. And then on her bag was the army bomb. So we were like, "Hey, are you army?" She was like, "Yeah." So we were like, "Did you go to the concert?" Yeah. So like we just had a little conversation. It was so adorable, by the way. Oh, so I love the army. Oh my god. Oh, it was so good. So we had a little conversation, and she was just basically saying how she loves it, and she watched K dramas and blah blah blah. We, had a whole conversation. Um, we're sitting, and then my sister was like, "Oh shit, did you get that text?" And I'm like, "What text?" The flight was delayed. Now the flight was supposed to leave at 7. The delay said 10:30. 10:30. My sister was like, "Do you think we should ask?" I'm like, "Yes, we should ask." So I go to the desk and I'm like, "So, our flight says that it was delayed until 10:30. What's the possibility of it being canceled? Because it's like 7. Sorry, it was before 7. It was 4, 5. It was 5 o'clock then. And so like, what's the likelihood it's gonna be canceled? You know what she said? Probably because we don't really fly out after 10:30. How can you delay a flight until 10:30 if you don't fly out at 10:30? How does that make any sense? Again, Frontier. What? So she was like, "Well, so I was like, "Well, can we get our money back?" Blah blah blah. And she was like, "Well, you can't really until they officially cancel it." I was like, "Boo boo, we ain't doing this." So I go sit back down with my sister. I'm like, this flight's getting canceled. We know we dealt with this already. Let's figure out what to do. Same same issue. Frontier did not have another direct flight leaving Baltimore to go to Atlanta. So we had to get a flight from Washington D.C., which was only about 40 minutes from where we were. We had to get a flight from Washington D.C. the next morning. That was all there was. So we're still sitting there. The lady that like I said, the lady we met that was sitting there was like, "I don't know what to do." Um, she was like, "Well, I guess they're gonna have to like give me a hotel or whatever." And I was like, "You go ahead. You go on down to that desk and see what they can do." I don't know whatever happened to her. I hope they gave her something. I was done. When I say I was done with Frontier, I called my husband. I was almost in tears. I was like, "This shit happened again. I'm never flying them." The only time what we did find out, just FYI, if you have to fly Frontier, because there's nothing wrong with flying Budget Girl, nothing at all. Fly in the morning. Hardly any of their morning flights get canceled. That's what the lady told me. I was like, "Thank you, ma'am. I thank you. I will keep that in my back pocket from now on. If I can't get like an 8 or 9 a.m. flight, I will not. Mm-mm. I usually don't. I usually fly Delta or fly Southwest. So this is all new to me. So it's like 5:30. because I have to call my husband, blah blah blah. Tell him blah, 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 blah. He's like, "What you want to do?" And my sister was like, "We this time we really should rent a car because she wasn't sure if she could get off of work, and she just got promoted, so it was kind of one of those weird things where like she was afraid, like she was like, I don't know if I can miss a day kind of situation." And so I was like, I called my husband. My husband was like, "Babe, you've been drinking the whole time. You barely slept, both of you. How are you going to drive 10 hours?" I was just like, "You're absolutely right. I can't." So we got a flight the next day. So we're in, and I had to get a rental car because I had to get us from Baltimore to Washington, D.C. airport. So I got a car. We're sitting in the car place, right? Had to take the little bus to the car rental place. We're sitting there, just got the car. I look at my sister and I'm like, "We're stranded. How about day two?" She looked at me, she was just like, "YOLO?" And I was like, so, I'm not joking. That is exactly the conversation. And that is exactly like the moment I purchased tickets. No joke. I just literally, she was like, "YOLO?" So we're in the car dealership, and we get the car, and it said, by this time it was 6:30, and it said it was going to take us 30 minutes to get there. And we both were like, no, yeah, we both were like, whatever. So buy the tickets on like SeatGeek or whatever, and then you know how like they offer you like parking, like, "Oh, get this parking pass." So we're like, "All right, it's only like $15, let's do it." We drive back from the airport to the venue. The parking was like 7 miles. Then no, I will pay for parking. So we paid for parking closer to the venue because I was not about to do that walk, and it was already now like, it did take us longer because it was a little bit of traffic. So we got there at the parking lot at like 7:30. And I was like, "No." So we turned around and we went back, blah, blah, got parking. We walk up to the venue. It is now like 8:10, maybe 8:15. All of a sudden, the crowd, we're outside. The crowd just goes crazy. We're like, "Oh my God." So we start walking faster. I'm not joking. All of this shit happened. We start walking faster. We're like, "Oh, no," not as if we hadn't seen it yesterday, right? So we're walking fast. We get into the venue. We we get into the venue, we're walking. Of course, nosebleed is not even the second day, nosebleed is not even where we were. We were legitimately in the last fucking row. Like, the sky was right here. Like, the fence was right there. We didn't care. Whatever. So we go in. We're walking, trying to find the escalator to go up. We look to the right, the 100 section, there's nobody there. My sister looks at me, I look at her, and I'm like, "Woo!" So the first like, I can't even think of the song. I was just so excited because I was like, I could like, we were right here. Like, I saw him, I saw Jimin. We were right there. We were just standing there, and we were just both like this craziness, right? Of course, you get caught, right? The little security guard comes. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, you can't stand here." He didn't say, "Do you have tickets?" He said, "You can't stand here." So to be honest, we probably could have just walked up and like sat down in somebody else's seat. We didn't because we're good people. But we did walk out, walk down a little bit more, and then saw the next like alcove and went in there and watched a little bit more until another security guard came, and they were just like, "Go find your seats." It was a lady. The dude was fine. The lady was just like, "You're not supposed to be here." Blah, blah, blah. And we're just like, "Okay." And I looked at my sister. I was like, "Don't get me kicked out. Like, we're not doing this. Let's go." So we went back to our seats, and this time, so the first time we were on like the stadium is this way, we were sitting over here, and the second time we were sitting like goalpost, which by the way turned out to be so much better. The view from the goalpost side of the stadium, so much better, so much better. So we it was, even though we were super far, when we looked down, because they walk the little catwalks, we could see them. Like, we it was so. Now, on top of all of this, my sister, my sister, they started doing merry-go-round, and merry-go-round, they like walk around the stage, and they have like the material. My sister looked at me and she was like, "They did this yesterday?" I said, "Girl, what are you talking about? Of course they did." She was like, "I don't remember this." I was like, she didn't remember half of the thing. Like, she was like, "I was screaming so much, I must have blacked out or something." I was like, because then the next song, the next part came on, the part when it's like the intermission, when they go and then they go change their clothes and they come out with the robes, like the red and the white robes. And she was like, "They did this?" I was like, "Oh, you missed the, like, if we had not gone day two, she would have forgotten the whole damn concert." I am like, she was just like, "This happened?" I was the whole time. The whole time. I was like, the only thing she remember is Sugar. I'm not even joking. Every time he popped on the screen, she was like, "Oh yeah," like nothing else. What I will say, day two was so much more fun. They were so much more playful with each other. It wasn't as playful as we've seen at other places. Like, I've seen some of the Arlington stuff, which was crazy, by the way. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. So day two ended. We left a little bit early, so we didn't see when they do the little walk around the thing, into the sun part, and when they talk. So we left right when they sat down to start talking. We left because we needed to get an hour drive over to the hotel in the airport. So we didn't get a chance. And in the morning, we just flew back, whatever. So it's been a couple days. And I will say, even today, so that we got back on Tuesday, and today is Monday. And I still am not, I still, it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's not a void. It's just like every now and then I have to remind myself, like, I just saw them in real life. Like, it's the craziest thing. Like, oh my God, like a song will pop on and I'll be like, "Oh my God, I saw them sing the song." Like, just over and over and over and over. Just the whole experience was amazing. If you haven't seen BTS and you have the money to do it, you can't say like you can't find tickets. I literally got tickets an hour and a half before the show. Like, it was so worth every cent. And I would suggest go to day two, because I feel like day two is always a little bit better because they're kind of like comfortable. But I think our day one was just a little thrown off by the storm and the fact that they didn't get to do the sound check and all the other stuff. But day two was amazing. Someone said, "Who's my bias?" My bias. So here's the thing about bias, right? I assumed that my bias line was Jimin, RM, JK. Now that I've seen them live, it's definitely still Jimin, but it's Jimin, Tay Tay, or V. Jimin, Tay Tay, JK, RM, Sugar. Jin is last. I love Jin to death, but like, he is last. I love his stage presence, but he just does nothing for me. I'm just looking at him sing and I'm just like, "Oh my God, he's so adorable." Everybody else, I'm like, Jimin is a freaking angel. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody, I will fight somebody. Jimin is a freaking angel from heaven. Period. So I am legit like so happy I got to see him. more than anything in the world, like I legitimately, this is second day. First day, I was so mad because all his hair was out. And I was like, where is my braids? Where is my braids? Second day, at least I got a ponytail. But yeah, I digress. I apologize. So yeah, so I think Baltimore did a really, really good job of, the mayor even like put out all this social media. The mayor of Baltimore legitimately was like talking about BTS and talking about the fact that like the city changed. They had a little passport booklets where you can go into each of the stores and get stamps. Like they did it in our, so initially I was like, oh my God, there's so much purple, but like ravens are purple. So ravens are purple, but like in my mind, I was like, oh, they did this for BTS. Yeah, they did this for BTS, but really, because they already had everything purple because of ravens. So whatever. Um, it was great. I loved every second of the concert. Okay, so then Arlington pops up. Of course, now I'm seeing all of the clips from Arlington. Oh my God. First of all, Tay Tay had on his little cowboy outfit, and I was like, oh my God, if that is not Woody, I don't know what it is. If you don't know who Woody is, you haven't seen Toy Story, you're missing out. But like the second I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that legitimately, that was my first thought. Like 7 posts later, someone already had it like set up. Like it was so cute. I like the people that follow me on Instagram, I sent it to you guys. The cutest thing. I was like, that's exactly what I saw in my head the second I saw that. And then, and then, and then, oh, it was Jen. Okay, it was Jen. And then the whole shirt situation with RM. I have looked at that one scene from every angle. Every person that posted it, I've seen it now from every angle, and I'm just like so in love. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, I've always liked RM because he's such a good leader, and I just love his like energy. But he was just like, I think he was just like, I can't anymore. I can't deal with these kids anymore. Like, if you're a parent, you know that moment where you're just like, he literally had that moment. It's just like, okay, whatever. Like, Jin put his face in his shirt, and it was just, he was just, I was like, oh my God, it's so crazy. So yeah, it was actually like, I feel like they are enjoying themselves. Like every second of the concert was just amazing. All of the clips are hilarious. I love, like I said, I can't post any of my clips because I'm screaming in every last one of them. I tried to find a couple that I could post, but I couldn't even, like, we were screaming the entire time. So um that's my story. That's I had it's a lot. It's a lot. It was worth it though. Like, me and my sister won't ever forget this now because of all the craziness that happened. And then like legitimately, like it was a lot. It was a lot. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like legitimately. If I had the money to go to Arlington, I would have went. Like so much craziness. Um and so now now I'm saving money for Stray Kids because like I will be going to Stray Kids. I know, I'm finally not a baby army anymore. Right? Woo, woo. I wish I could show. Oh, I can. Give me a second. Give me a second. I know, like I have so many like freebies, but I didn't want to put too much in the little shadow box. So I just put a couple of things. But I have like a whole bag full of stuff. And so I was telling like my sisters, I was like, I'm just gonna, like, when I get tired of looking at this stuff, I'm just gonna open it, switch it out to something else. Because I know a lot of people put like all of their stuff, but like it was too chaotic. I felt like this represented like Baltimore, like my Baltimore stay. And so I have a whole bunch of other stuff that could go in there. So I have it, so it's sitting right there because like it was amazing. it was amazing. So like I definitely recommend Shadowbox because Shadowbox and it opens like like a booklet so you could just easily take stuff out and put stuff in. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it for me. Like that was it was a lot. It was exciting though. It was really exciting. I would have picked you up Friday. Girl, I'm telling you, I know Chancey, we tried to connect. So I tried to connect with Chancey a couple times, but like we were always in different places at different times. Like it's so crazy because like I also now are seeing clips of so many other people that I would have loved to have like connected with because there's like a couple of people that I follow on Instagram. They were there and I was like, damn, I didn't even know these people were there. Like it's crazy the amount of people that were there. But also so many activities that it was really hard to sort of like connect with everybody. I did reach out to Stacy as well, but she was like, girl, I'm in Delaware. I'm not flying. I'm not driving out until Monday or something like that." So she did like we texted a little bit, but yeah, we couldn't connect. So I wish I had time to connect a little bit more, but I was just like at 100 the entire time, legitimately just running around, just having a good ass time. It was just so much fun. So um yeah, if you have the money to go. I recommend it. It was so much fun. Even if you have to sit in nosebleeds, to be honest, the way that the screens are set up, like legitimately you could still like they're down here somewhere. You could still see them, but the screens were also big enough where you didn't feel like you were so far away. Like there were moments when like let's say like Jimin was on the screen, I would look at Jimin, but then they're all on the catwalks and they're all like doing other stuff. And like we were watching J-Hope because J-Hope be dancing. He just be doing any kind of thing. And it is like yeah, it's so dope. Like I can't even. That's all it is. He's just dope. He'll just be in the corner, just like doing the ducky, like just randomly. You're just like, oh, snap. Like it's so awesome. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. To be honest, it was worth every cent. It was so awesome. So make sure you guys, if you can, I guess what Los Angeles is next, but like they go to Toronto first or something like that. So if you can go to Los Angeles, go to Los Angeles. I can't. Stacy texted me on TikTok and she was like, "Girl, I'm really contemplating getting on the plane and going to see them in Los Angeles." I was like, "Girl, if you got the money, go." I don't have the money. I can't. I spent way too much money on this trip. I will tell you. But it's more than likely because I had to buy new ticket like flight tickets and hotels and cars that weren't necessarily in budgeted into what I was planning on spending, that I spent way too much. But at the end of the day, it was still worth every second, like legitimately every second. Go to the Cinemark show in October. Oh yeah, probably, definitely, more than definitely. Oh, that's right, Marcella, you're going to LA, girl. I wish I could go with you. Oh my god. Chicago. Oh, Chicago. Really? I thought they were going to. Oh, Canada, Chicago, LA. Oh, Chicago? Mm, the flight to Chicago may not be that expensive. Mm, the flight to LA is ridiculous, so there's no way I could do that. I can't pull that off. But a flight to Chicago is not so bad. Let me think about it. I really can't because I need to save my money for Stray Kids because the second those tickets go on sale, and y'all know I didn't get the so fan subscription, so um I won't be getting, what do you call it? Whatever. I won't get the pre stuff, which sucks. Because that means I'm going to be sitting in nosebleed section because all of you all with fan subscription will get the tickets first. Boo. So for to pay. Girl, me and my sister were just talking about Affirm to travel. We were like, Affirm and Klarna? What? I literally could go anywhere in the world with that. Just knowing the fact that I can do Affirm and Klarna. What the hell? But yeah, I can't. I gotta recoup. I'm telling you, getting last minute flights is not like getting last minute concert tickets. They were not cheaper. They were not cheaper. Oh, you saw them where, Chancey? I saw a clip of somebody was jogging before day one, and I was like, oh my god, legitimately, we could have just like walked past them. They're so like regular when they're not made up that you really could walk past them and not know that. I mean, you would know, but like there's a potential that you could walk past them and not know it was them. So just saying, just saying. Um, oh, Juanita finally came. Juanita, you missed the whole damn story, and girl, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. But yeah. Um, So that's it for me. I know some of you are going to LA. So we'll get some clips from you guys. I'll share what I have if I can in the fan club, the TikTok fan club. We have a little chat popping off over there. So I will share some of my clips, but legitimately you're gonna be like, what the hell? Because I'm not joking. The whole time I was like, Chad! Like he could hear me. Like I was like waving at him, like he can't see me. I was all the way up there. He ain't see me. But like legitimately, it's craziness. Um, I just happened to look up and see that. Ooh, girl, that is amazing. I'm not saying it again, money. That story took me an hour. I think it was even more than an hour to get through. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a lot of shenanigans. Just know that it was a lot of shenanigans before we got there, a lot of shenanigans after we got there, but all the pieces in the middle were amazing. The concert was amazing. Day one and day two. Day two was definitely better. I recommend day two. I think they're more comfortable day two. Um, but it still wasn't as playful as like because Arlington, they were just acting a fool, Arlington. So that was awesome. Um, what else? I think that's all I got, guys. I have a clip of JK winking and pointing. Shut up. They were. We had so much fun. Yeah, it was so much. Those I saw. Jen at Six Flags. Yes, I also saw his Six Flags post. It was crazy. I was hoping that they would do it live. So day one, as we were leaving, walking back to the hotel, I was checking Weverse because I was like, I know they're gonna do it live. They gotta do it live. They did not do it live. Then day two, I think they did it live and they were talking about JK and Tay Tay, they were talking about like being in the gym at 2 a.m. And he was like, why were there people in the gym at 2 a.m.? Like it was, I love their lives, legitimately love them. So yeah, I did see clips of the live. I just didn't see the live, but yeah, I love it. Was the video of Best of Me? It was crazy. Oh, I didn't see it. So yeah, I think that this was, like I said, number one, I'm happy because I turned my sister-in-law into a Jimin lover. She's now part of the army, so I'm happy about that. And like she's now sending me clips, and I'm just like so excited, like um, so she's like the Jimin effect is taking its toll, is doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm happy about that. My sister, my other sister is sugar, so she is just like sugared out. And when I say she's sugared out, she literally her entire like freebies is just all sugar. She got like for some reason like everybody had like an abundance of sugar things, and so everything she got the little cards they're hanging on her purse. It like she had sugar everywhere, and I was just like, oh my god. And I assumed that I thought more people would have gym and stuff, but I my assumption and from a lot of people that were giving away freebies, they were like, "Oh yeah, we gave up all of gym and stuff." So I did get some gym and stuff, but a lot of it ended up being Tay Tay because Jimin was taken because the Jimin effect. Like you can't be mad. Now, me and my sister were like, okay, next concert next year, we are assuming they're going to do another world tour. We're just assuming, right? Because I think they signed like a 3-year contract or whatever. So we're assuming that they're going to go on another tour next year at some point. We're like, okay, what kind of freebies are we going to give away? Because I swear we got some of the coolest freebies. It was ridiculous. People are so creative. It is crazy. And I'm just like, oh my God, how are you people doing this like on scale? Like it's not like somebody came with like 20 pieces of material. Like they had bags of stuff. And I'm like, how many hours did you spend creating this? This is crazy. A lot of preparation. And it was just like so super grateful for it. But also in my mind, my sister, we were like, how are we gonna pull this off? Like we need I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. So we have a couple of ideas already that we kind of like jotted down, like collectively, like what we're gonna do next time because we also need to be the people giving away freebies. Like I just feel like you want to share, you want to make people happy. So like that's we got ideas, but like I don't know what's gonna happen because that is a lot of preparation. A lot of preparation. Legitimately. You haven't started your freebies, girl. When you gonna do it? Because like, damn, these these people are not playing with their freebies. I love it, but like, damn. Korea for Festa in June 20. Hey, love it. Yes. I may have to Klarna it or affirm it, but yes, I'm down. Festa June 2027. Korea. Let's go, guys. Boom. That's our group trip, our girls trip to Korea to go see BTS. Yes. I love it. But I need to pay for Stray Kids first. Because I gotta see Stray Kids. You know how that goes. So yeah, remember our whole story we had about going to Korea. Like y'all gonna be acting a fool over there. We had a whole story popping off one of these lives. Chancey said Groupon. That is hilarious. I mean, potentially yes. So yeah, let me think about it. Let me see if we can get like a group trip or a group discount popping off for June 2027 because that would be awesome, legitimately. Because they have to do something next year. Because next year is what, year 2 or is it year 3? I think next year is actually year 3 on their contract, so it may be already over. I don't know. I don't know how their contracts work, but I feel like sometime sometime either next year or early 2028 is the end of their 3-year contract. Oh, um, I know. I'm planning on going. Oh, you're going March or April? Nice. They're booked on tour through next year. So Festa might be the end. Yeah, everybody get your passport because we're going to Festa June 2027. So if you don't have your passport, go get it. And then I'll put out the details so we can all. It's gonna be a group trip, so it should be cheaper because it's a group of us going. Um, all right, so that's all I got. Um, I know that what LA is coming up. I know Marcella's going to LA, so that'll be cool. So we get some more clips. I will try and share some of my clips, or at least some of my pictures, because we were acting a fool. We definitely we had us a good ass time. Um, and Stray Kids has a lot of content. This and that came out. Um, what else? I think that's it. I think that's it. Cherry Blossom Festival. Oh, stationed over there. Oh my God. It was so hot. So make sure you guys have, for the people that are going to Los Angeles, I'm assuming Chicago is just going to be just as hot as well. Buy those like towels. You know, they have them for like golf players or tennis players. They keep you cool. You need them. Just know you need them. I had 2 fans popping off at any given moment. I had 2 fans and it was not enough. I was sweating. I was drinking Gatorade like it was going out of business. I was also drinking wine. So that probably played a role. But make sure you try and stay as cool as possible because it was hot as hell. And then as you get into those crowds, it just gets hotter. Like, that's how that works. Oh, that's right. LA is going to be JK's birthday. Oh my God, I want to go. My husband won't allow me to go to another concert. He was like, "Why'd you go to two?" He doesn't understand. He's like, "Why'd you go to day two?" I was like, "Because I can." And it was amazing. And I loved every second of it. So I wish I can go to LA. I know, Chancey, that's exactly what I'm saying. LA is too expensive. Honestly, I can't afford LA on a regular day. I can't. So, and there's no way I can afford it on a BTS day. I can't. Do I want to go? Yes. Yes. I want to go. Obviously, I want to go. I never understood people who wanted to see the same, like, see a K-pop band and follow them around the country. I understand now. It's different in every place. I want to go see the differences in every place. It's all good. It's all good. I went to Baltimore, day one and day two. Like 2 hours away, and even getting a hotel. Yeah, girl, sleeping in the car. Yeah, mhm. Or you're gonna drive 2 hours home. You know the concert doesn't end till like 10. You gonna get back in your car and drive 2 hours? Girl, I had to drive 1 hour, and I was like, when do we get to wherever we gotta go? Because I am tired. I know. I've been trying to watch every live of all of their concerts, but I just sometimes I don't. So I know, girl. I don't know how you're gonna do it, Marcella. I'm excited for you though, because oh my God, it's so worth it. Look at his beautiful face. So, so it was so good. That's all I'm gonna say. I still have not gotten over it. I don't think I will for like ever, to be honest. Park and sleep at the airport. Girl, that's what I'm saying. I won't ever get over it. Exit traffic from Gillette Stadium was I've seen it, sunshine. That's what I was worried about when we left. So we stayed in our seat for like an extra 5 minutes because I had seen the Gillette Stadium And I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. But it wasn't that bad. It was a lot of people, and it was a lot of people moving to get to the bus and the train, but it was moving, like it wasn't bad at all. But I was worried that it was going to be like New Jersey, and I was just like, ah, and then New Jersey, and then the what's the other one? The other place. Yeah. So it wasn't. Yeah. I feel like it was good. I don't I and like I said, we got there late the second day. Yeah, Massachusetts. Thank you. We got there late the second day, so we literally just walked in. Like we got there like I think the concert started like 8:10, maybe 8:15. We got there like 8:15. Like it had just started. So we walked literally right in the door. I was like, that is insane. The day before we got there, 6:30, and we walked 15 minutes, walked in. So it wasn't bad getting in. Our merch wasn't bad. Um, we got our merch 3 o'clock. The second Ravens walk, well, they called it Ravens Walk at the Raven Stadium. But 3 o'clock we got there, 20 minutes, we got our merch. It was awesome. It was no big deal. So we didn't have that. So I think that made the experience for us a lot better because the experience of the concert wasn't jacked up. The experience of the trip was jacked up, but the experience of the concert and all that stuff wasn't at all. Besides the fact that it was hot and tornado. So yeah, it was cool. Yes, I know you had VIP. I'm jelly. I definitely said to my sister, I was like, if I had known, we could have just been up in the suite with Chanty. But it was fine. It was actually pretty good. It was actually really nice. Yeah, tornado, girl, tornado. And then um the next day, no, Tuesday, Wednesday, there was actually a tornado somewhere near Baltimore, not in Baltimore, but somewhere near Baltimore. Like there was an actual tornado. So I texted my sister and my sister-in-law, and I was like, and here we were sitting by the window drinking lavender lemon drops when really it was an actual storm outside that could have injured us. Like, where was we didn't look for like the exits or like the bunkers or like what are you supposed to do in a tornado? We did none of that. We were just like, I mean, I know we're on vacation, but you still got to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? It was crazy. And we did see that someone's car in the parking lot, like a tree fell on their car. So like that was crazy. And of course, it's Baltimore, so like people were outside in the tornado. Like it wasn't a real tornado where we were, but the storm was really bad. Like was the storm that produced a tornado somewhere else. They were just out doing like dances and stuff. I was just like, this is craziness, but it was I'm sure they loved it. So yeah, it was a great experience. I recommend if you can go see BTS, do it. Worth it. Every song, every moment, everything was amazing. I was kind of mad that I didn't get to see Mr. Lee. I know he was there. We were sitting so far away, like we couldn't really see him. Like when they do their little idol walk, I know he was there, but like I was like, "Where's Miss? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?" But I didn't see him. So he's another gorgeous BTS person, but we didn't get to see him. So you did see him, dang, Chancey. Girl, you got lucky. You got lucky this trip, girl. You got VIP. You got to see some of the BTS members. You got to see Mr. Lee. You were up in the suite. I'm like, damn, what kind of luck you got? Manifest some luck for me, girl. Send that luck over here. But yeah, we didn't get to see Mr. Lee. I knew he was down there, just like we were just like, oh, maybe one of them, like legitimately. So it was good. I'm glad we all had a good time, and I think almost I like I said, also spoke to Stacy, and she was like, "Oh my god, it was so good!" Like she had a really good time as well, and so I like all of us, even though we didn't get a chance to like connect, I really wish we had got a chance to connect. Like I said, we had the three of us had us a good time. We did karaoke and all that good stuff. But it would have been cool to really connect with you guys. When I told them, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna meet Chancey and I'm gonna meet Stacy." And they were like, "Oh my god, people from online." I was like, "Yeah, my online people in real life." And then we didn't end up doing it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just say you hate me. That's what my daughter says all the time now. That's her TikTok brain rot thing. Somebody on TikTok said it, and so now she says it to me all the time. So now I'm saying it to you. No, it's fine. Just say you hate me. It's fine. You know? So yeah, it was great. It was great. And so now back to Stray Kids because definitely it's coming. Um I'm kind of disappointed in the album. Wasn't really I wasn't really part of that target audience this time, which is fine, I guess. Like they're K-pop and they have to um make songs and make music for everyone, not just me. Just being selfish. Um so I liked this and that. Obviously I like Run It, but besides that, I didn't really like anything else, which sucks. I also didn't like their Skiz record when they did their solo songs. Didn't like it. So the concert will be interesting, but I don't care. It's still Stray Kids, and I love them. And I just keep loving them more and more and more every day. Every Monday when I look at their content on YouTube, I just love them. So whatever. It's pushing them too hard. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Because they don't get me wrong, they have other artists, but I think their younger K-pop bands that they had coming out, they assumed they would do well, and they haven't. Like they're not even I don't even know like Next and they have two, I think, but they are nowhere near Cordis. They're nowhere near Longshot. Like they're so far down on that list that I think they have to push Stray Kids because Stray Kids is bringing in all the money at this point. And Twice, I think Twice is also bringing in a lot of money. But besides those two, like I don't think they're bringing in that much money anymore. And JYP is just like, Mr. Park is done because he over there doing his own thing. Sweat, sweat. He over there trying to make his own money. So yeah, it sucks. And but I love them. You know what I mean? I love them. I love them a lot. And so um I hope this is not their norm because JY Poppy, yes, girl. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Even thinking about it, just cringe. Oh, cringe. But hey, you gotta make your money any way you make your money. I can't be mad. And I gotta stay out of your pockets. That's all. Um, but I do think that like I get it. It just the album just it's not that it's bad. Like it's not trash. The songs I think are good. The message is still very Stray Kids, but in all of the songs, they just do not connect with me at all. I listened 3 times, and even the third time, I was just like, ugh, no. Mm-mm. So, concert is going to be hard, but I'll be there screaming my ass off. Just know that because I love Stray Kids. I love them. They have my heart. And I still have some content to watch. Like they have their like three Racha thing that they got popping off. So I'm definitely gonna watch that. And like I said, Lino still has his like Lino vlog thing, which was so adorable because I love Lino. Um that's because you're Army now. No, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to drop them because I found something new, a new toy to play with. I'm not that person. I still love Stray Kids. It's just that their music is just weird right now. It's just weird. It's just not for me. That's all. It's just not for me. It's like legitimately like have you listened to it? Have you listened to it? Did you like it? I'd love to know. I know I'm not judging because I know it's just not for me. But I'd like to know if other people enjoyed the this and that. Have you listened to it and you enjoyed it? I must stay 18 the army, same girl. Flame. But you can add Cortez P1 Harmony on top of mine and in hyping. So I'm all over the place. I love this and that. That's the thing, Juanita. The thing is, I do love the song, this and that. I don't like the album, this and that. Like the whole album that they have, I don't enjoy it. But the song I love, except for that stupid dance move. Everything else I love. That dance move is just like not it for me. Not at all. So I love the dramas, but have to stay. Don't. That's a hey, it's fine. Tomorrow, girl. Tomorrow, dramas. So much. I I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I done started like six, seven, 6 or 7 shows this weekend because I was all over. My brain is all over the place. I'm telling you, I am not over BTS yet. My brain has not recovered. I sat at work all day and I was just like, I texted my husband. I was like, I don't want to be here today. He was like, okay. I was like, I just don't want to. I just don't feel like working. He was like, I'm pretty sure you need to work. I'm like, do I know? Like, I'm not all the way there yet. She likes this and that, run it and after you. Probably. Well, so I've listened to After You a couple times. I don't know. I'm on the fence with After You, but this and that and Run It, absolutely. Both of those two songs are on my playlist. I don't any the I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Speechless. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we do. I'm going to their concert regardless, but and I'm not complaining because to be honest, like I said, K-pop artists have to make songs for all genres, for all ages, for like they have a very large target audience. So their songs will always be all over the place because they don't have one it's not just one path. You know what I mean? And so I understand that, which is why I won't complain. The only complaint you got out of me for this is this damn dance. I just hate that dance. They start off strong with the thing and then they boom move their head, but then they do this thing, and I'm just like, what is that? And who approved that one move? Everything else around the every other dance piece in this and that fits the song perfectly. This and that, this and that. This thing, I just was like, what the is that? I hated it. I hate this thing. The rest of it I love. This and that. This and that. I love it. Just this. And then the album again. I like this and that. I like Run It. That's all I need. And then I'll just like move on to the next album. That's all I need. I'm sure the Japanese album will drop soon. And then I'll love a song from there. I only need like 2 or 3 songs. I'm good. And I'm done. I'm perfect. You're laughing at me, Chansey. Have you seen it though, Chansey? Have you seen it? What is it? What is it? What I don't know what this move is and who approved it. Why? It's so weird to watch, especially because they start off so strong with the thing and then the ting and then this. I hate it. So that is my vent. Besides that, this and that I love. And that song is so freaking catchy. And I have watched them perform it everything on every stage. I've watched it on YouTube today, legitimately. So I love Stray Kids. I love them to death. That one move though, they need to like rethink that. They need to redo that piece. 'Cause that was not it. None of it made sense. Yes, you know what, Chancey? That's a great way to put it. It's so out of place. Every other part of the song, and the dance just match, and then there's this, and I'm just like, you know how when cats see like a cucumber or something, they always go, yeah. Every single time I see it, I'm like, oh, why, why, why? Ugh. Like every single time, like an actual reaction. Sense. But you know what I mean. Whenever cats see, because I guess I don't know if they're afraid of snakes or they're afraid of something, but whenever they see like a long cucumber or something, they always go, ugh. I don't know if that it's probably not right. I have dog now. I had a cat a long time ago, but I have dogs now. So like, I don't know. I could have said that wrong. Either way, you know what I'm talking about. There's a moment when the cat is just like, ugh, a natural reaction. That's how I feel every time I see this thing. It annoys me. So anyway, that is my story. It was long. Um, Baltimore was awesome. Day one and day two. If I had more money, I would go to LA, or now that I know they're going to be in Chicago. For some reason, I thought they were going to Toronto and then going straight to LA, but I'm told they're also going to Chicago in between Canada and Los Angeles. I wish I could go. If you have money, you should go. You do not want to miss this concert. It was worth every cent. Um, Go to day two, I would suggest. And if you're going to fly Frontier in the morning. Otherwise, don't fly Frontier at all. Um, so those are all of my good moments. It was such a great time. I enjoyed every second. Sang karaoke, ate good food. Of course, I had me a crab cake. Crab cakes are my favorite. And oh, chef's kiss. It was so good. Baltimore, I loved every second of being in Baltimore. I would go to a Ravens game just to be in Baltimore again. Baltimore was amazing. I can't imagine them during football season. It was that much fun. It was just legitimately welcoming. Army was just walking around everywhere. Everybody with their army shirts on or their army bombs. It was so much fun. It was if you're going to a concert, make sure that you spend the day before or the day after in the town, because almost all the towns do something. Don't miss out on those pieces. They're part of the concert. Legitimately, it was so much fun. It was so good. So, all right, I'm going to drop tomorrow K drama, C drama, all of the Asian drama talk. I'm going to talk about Kinjira because I didn't finish it because I got bored. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Um, we'll do that tomorrow. and also on Thursday. And for anybody that's in Atlanta, Saturday, I will host a panel at the Kpop mini con. I'll be talking about K dramas and things there. So of course I'm going to bring up my BTS concert, but like I'm going there to talk about K dramas as well. So an or IRL event in Atlanta on Saturday, and then Dragon Con the Labor Day. So if you're in Atlanta on Labor Day, I will also be hosting a panel at Dragon Con. For Dragon Con, I will be in cosplay. I will have my whole like Asian like historical hanbok on. So like it's adorable. So make sure you come September 7th. But this Saturday, yeah, I'll be at the K-pop mini con in Sugarloaf, Georgia. It's close to my house. I don't know where it is. I will stream Dragon Con. So I've already kind of had the conversation with my husband because we probably will have to get pay for Wi-Fi because y'all know T-Mobile just for some reason when there's crowds, it just goes clip. They just cut the whole shit off and I can't get any calls in or out. So because I'm gonna have to pay for Wi-Fi when we get there. So yes, I'll be streaming Dragon Con. It'll be fun. I think it's just gonna be me. um, there were two other people, but one girl dropped out, and the other girl said she doesn't know yet. So I don't know if there'll be another person, but even if it's just me, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna go up there, shoot the shit like I always do. But I'll be cute. I love my outfit, by the way, and I got the little umbrella, not the yellow umbrella, but you know the real like rain umbrellas. It's so cute. That's so cute. So Dragon Con will be streamed live. The one on Saturday, I don't know if I'm gonna stream it live. Probably not. Um, but it is the not the goblin umbrella. No, 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 no. Like of the old school like paper umbrella that they had back in historical times. Got one of those. So it's really cute. So yeah, so those are two things. Also buy my merch. It's in my profile. This is my Kimchi and Katana shirt. So this is a shirt that I'll have for Dragon Con, and I have two others. I'll wear the one tomorrow and obviously the one on Thursday, one that says C drama, one says K drama. But I do have some new merch coming out. So make sure you guys are buying my shirts, okay? Because like, okay. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're new here, make sure you follow me. We do K-pop every Monday. We do K drama, C drama, and J drama, T drama every Tuesday and Thursday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.